Hi guys, Simon Lovell here and welcome to this very quick video training which I decided to do today to answer a question which I had on a form, and it's in relation to sales. And I know many of you guys are wanting to improve your sales, your closing when it comes to your PT packages, whatever you're offering. And so the question I had was, how do I get more clients in the current kind of climate, in the economic climate? And what you have to be very careful here is making the assumption that everybody doesn't have any money to spend. And this is a big mistake that I see a lot of trainers making because they're running the wrong formula in their training business. And this is what typically happens. Someone will come to you and say, hey, how much do you charge? And you'll go back and say, well, this is how much I charge. And then they make an assumption, the client makes an assumption based on price alone, and then they end up not investing. Now, if you don't really understand why the person has come through the door or has jumped on a call with you, then you're not going to really know what motivates them. So they may say to you, hey, I want to lose weight. Or a guy may say to you, I want to build muscle, or I want to kind of, lose fat. But that's not why they're there. That's not the actual motivator. And so if you just let that pass by allowing them to just say, that's what's up, then you're never going to really find the true motivator of why they're there. So you have to ask, why? Why do you want to lose weight? Oh, well, I want to run around more. I'm feeling tired. Well, why is that important to you? Well, because I want to run around with my grandchildren and I'm getting old. Whatever that thing is. And so I'll pretty much guarantee that many of you watching this video aren't digging deep enough into the true motivator why people even reach out to you. And of course, this is with potential clients that are being proactive and reaching out to you. They're screaming out for help, but I'll be honest, they're not telling you the truth. They're saying that they want to lose weight. They are saying that they want this thing, but the very thing that they're telling you isn't what is the real driver, the real emotionally driven focal point for them is the thing that they're holding back from. And so it takes some rapport and it takes some digging to be able to find out this true motivator. But until you really pinpoint that, you're never going to really hit on the emotional trigger that's going to lead to a sale of a package or whatever service that you're currently offering. So just be very careful when you're using the kind of mindset of people don't have money to spend. What about the current climate? That type of thing, because it really just does come down to building a big PT business, generating lots of leads, converting those leads, and then leveraging your time. Now, if you're not able to convert, it may be because you're not digging into the pain enough and not bridging that gap between where they are at the moment and actually where they want to be. And so by delving in and asking the right kind of questions, for example, using the 5 whys and making sure you keep on asking why until you get to the actual real reason that they're there, then you're not going to really uncover the truth. And you know when you've hit on a certain spot in the conversation because the potential client may get quite emotional. And if you do that, it's actually not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing because you'll connect with them on a deeper level and they're happy to be open with you. And as long as you have empathy, that's key. And this is all about really doing what's right by the client, because sometimes we really need to know more than the client is telling us. And so if we're not digging into those areas, you may uncover things that you really need to know because you can't help with those things and you need to get outside help to be able to accelerate the process of success. It may be that the client comes to you and says they want to lose weight, and then you don't dig deep enough and actually find out that they've got a load of emotional problems that need to be dealt with by an expert that you don't have the skills to deal with. And maybe you have clients that, you working really hard and you give them the nutrition plans to follow, but they still aren't reaching their ideal weight, for example. And it could be because their stress levels are so high and you're not really digging into the real reason why they're in front of you. So just understand that this actually takes a bit of training and this actually takes a bit of work to really dial this in. So I don't want you to presume that nobody has any money to spend, because chances are you're just not really finding out the true pain they're in and actually being able to close. Another challenge trainers have is actually not being able to ask for the sale. And so I was actually chatting to someone about this today. And so if you're kind of buckling at the point of asking for them to invest, and you go back and say, oh, well, you could have you could invest in this, low hourly session, then you're just going to find that you're not getting the clients to invest at the right level for you. And so this can cost tens of thousands over the course of a year if you don't dial in your sales. It's one thing being able to generate a load of leads, but if you're not able to convert those leads, then it's pointless getting the leads. If you're not able to convert those leads into customers, then what's the point in actually getting more leads? It's much better to focus on the sales and being able to dial that in so that you're converting more and more, and then work on the lead generation, and then work on the leveraging your time so that when you do get lots of clients, you're not burnt out. If you want to dial this in more, I would love to have a chat with you so that we can actually set you a plan and actually get this into motion so that you're converting more, you're generating more leads, and you're actually getting the business that you want, that you set out to get as a trainer. So around this video, there's going to be a link. You can click that link and apply for a strategy session with me where we'll chat about where you are, where you want to get to, and really how to accelerate that process this year. So if this video resonated with you and you want to dial this stuff in, and let's get this sorted out now so that you don't spend much longer in this process of believing that people don't have any money to spend, because it's simply not true. Yes, there may be situations where really people don't want to invest, but let's be honest. People are walking around with bags that they love, with iPhones, with iPads, with PlayStations, with all sorts of the things because they want them. And until you get people to want what you have to offer because you are digging into the real reason why they're there, you're going to find yourself struggling. Let's have a chat and let's dial this in for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you another time. Take care.